What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out the MJX B4W. It is a foldable 2K brushless ultrasonic sensor altitude hold, optical flow sensor position hold, GPS RC quadcopter ready to fly, and it comes in this nice carry bag. So let's open it up and check it out. All right, everything is out of the carrying case, and here is the quadcopter. It is looking identically the same as the JJRC X11 quadcopter that I've done a review on recently. Now, the only thing that I found different is the logo itself right on top of the canopy. This one has the Bugs logo. Everything about it is identically the same as the JJRC version, the X11. So we got the push button on and off switch right on the top, and we got the single axis 90-degree remote tilt adjustable 110-degree field of view 5G Wi-Fi FPV camera in the front, soft mounted. We got the same 2204 1350 kV brushless motors, and on the bottom we got the same sensors as well. We got the ultrasonic sensors to assist in altitude hold, and we got the optical flow sensor to assist in horizontal position hold, and we also got the LED lights on the bottom. Now, this quadcopter came with this carrying case, and it also came with 2 batteries. So this is available with 2 batteries as well as just a single battery, and it is also available in the box form without the carrying case with 1 battery as well as 2 batteries. Now, the batteries that they provide you with are the 7.6 volt 3400 milliamp size batteries, and these batteries will give you about 22 minutes of flight time. And this is the charging station that comes with it as well, so you can charge 1 battery or 2 batteries, and there's 2 USB type C ports on the charger itself. But the only thing is they provide you with just 1 USB to type C USB cable. Now, if you are charging just 1 battery, you are good to go with just 1 cable. But if you got the one with the dual batteries, I suggest you get another USB to type USB type C USB charge cable, so you can plug in 2 cables at the same time. It will cut your charge time in half, because with 1 battery it takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge up 1 battery, and it will charge up 1 battery and then it'll go onto the second battery. But if you use dual cables, it will be just as if you are charging just 1 battery, so you'll cut your charge time in half. So do yourself a favor, get yourself another cable if you are getting the dual battery version. All right, so another thing that is kind of different with this carrying bag version than the box version is that all of the extra props, the full set of extra props, come loose, as well as the screwdriver. They fit inside of one of the compartments very nicely, so there's no problem with it. But the one that comes in the box came in a clamshell plastic case, so that was really nice. And I was saying something about really nice to have extra props come in a plastic case. Now, it also comes with the same quick start guide as the user manual, and we do have Bugs decals as well. Now, the user manual goes on to show you everything you need to know. It is a pretty nice user manual, very thick indeed, and goes on to show you everything you need to know. Very good instruction manual. And they also give you a quick start guide to refresh your memory when you're out in the field. So quick look at it and it'll get you off into the air, as well as they give you the QR code to download for the Wi-Fi phone app. And the phone app is called the Bugs Go phone app, free downloadable app in the App Store, so you can go and check it out. And here is the remote control. Now, this remote control is a 2-way communication remote control, so you will get audible alarms on this remote control, the low voltage audible alarm as well as the signal weak audible alarm. Now, it has a distance of 1.7 kilometers with this quadcopter, so that is a whopping distance, and you'll get an altitude distance of about 120 meters. Now, it'll take 2 AA batteries to get you going, and the antennas do fold out, but they are for looks. They are not functioning antennas. And here's the phone clip to put your phone on right on the top. It is built in, so that is very nice. And to power it up, just slide this power on button and the LED display will come on, or LCD display will come on. So on the top we have a couple of rotary dials. This one on the left does not function. This one on the right adjusts the remote tilt adjustability of the camera in the front. This button here is the 1 key to take off, 1 key to land, and this button over here turns the LED lights on and off with a short press, and long pressing of it will change speeds from 1 to 2. And here's the camera button. So short press it, you'll take a photo. Long press it, you'll take a video. And this quadcopter does have a built-in DVR, just like the X11. So here's the DVR, micro SD card slot. And I do have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card already inserted, class 10. And they do recommend that you do use a class 10 or higher, and it supports up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and that is what I have on here. So if you take a photo and take a video with the micro SD card inserted, you'll record the photo and video into the micro SD card. And if you don't have a micro SD card inserted, you will have to record using the Wi-Fi phone app. And here's the return to home button. Here's the lock and unlock of the motor button, and while in flight, if you long press it, it also acts as the emergency stop button. And here's the power on and off, and here's the hand grip that folds out as well. So both sticks to the bottom and to the left will calibrate the gyros of this quadcopter. All right, I think that is just about it. So let's go for a little demo flight with the MJX B4W. All right, here we go with the demo flight of the B4W. Let's go ahead and insert the battery. Clicks into place. Now opening up the arms, always remember to move the arms with the motor in the front of the quadcopter first, whether you're opening it up or whether you're closing it up. So opening, and that'll be the rear arms there first and the front arms second on each side. Powering it up. All right, the ESCs have sung their songs. Powering up the transmitter. All right, so there was one beep and then two beeps. The single beep means that we are paired. The double beep means that it is now ready for compass calibration. And yes, we have to perform the calibration dance, which is rotating it horizontally and rotating it with the nose down or nose up. All right, so let's rotate it horizontally. Right now there's a light green LED blinking away. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. We're waiting for the light green light to turn dark green, and there you go, it just turned dark green, and at which time you will go nose down or nose up and rotate it again clockwise or counterclockwise. And we're waiting for the front lights to turn red. All right, and they have now turned red. All right, the rear lights are solid as well. That means we have acquired all of the necessary GPS. Now if we didn't acquire all of the necessary GPS, which I think is about 7 or 8 GPS, the rear lights will be blinking at this time, but it is solid, so we are good to go. So let's take a look at the LCD display. It is showing me 13 satellites that it has acquired. So let's go ahead and calibrate the gyros, both sticks to the bottom and left. The lights are blinking, and that will become solid once it is done, and they are solid now. All right, so we are good to go. So let's go ahead and take some photos. Let's connect with the Wi-Fi phone app first. Okay, so go into your settings, and you want to connect with the Bugs 4 Wi-Fi network. And you can either use JJRC-X app or the Bugs Go app. It really doesn't matter. They both work fine. So I'm going to go to the Bugs Go app, and here we can choose which quadcopter you want to use. And we got the B4W. Hit go. Hit the green arrow. Hit the green arrow. And we should have FPV. And there is a latency here. A big latency actually. Hopefully it starts to get better. Oh wow, it is very, very poor. Wow, look at that, frozen in time. Hopefully we can take some photos. Yeah, we got that red disconnect and now it is back. So let me go ahead and screen record. So I think once you're connected for a little while, it gets a little better. So we are screen recording. All right, so let's go and take some photos. There you go, photo success it says. Let's take a photo with the hard remote. And there you go, you can take photos with the hard remote as well. All right, let's go ahead and make our rounds and take photos. And I'm holding the quadcopter flat level and it's shooting the ground, so the camera angle is slightly down. So let me go ahead and adjust the camera angle with this rotary dial here. So check it out, all the way down to 90 degrees and all the way up to horizon and beyond. I'm going to put it right at horizon there so we don't get the props in the view, and we still got the props in the view, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and take some photos with the camera straight forward. Okay, some latency, or you can even call that delay. It is so slow. Look at that, I'm moving and now it finally caught up. Wow, hopefully it doesn't happen when we're flying. Let's take a photo of the sun. Hey, and no solar eclipse. There you go, photo of the sun. One more with the car, landing pad, table, and beyond. All right, so taking some photos there. Right, so let's go ahead and hit that video button. Now switching over to video, and once you hit it, there's a red counter indicating you are taking a video. All right, so let's go and place the iPad right here and check it out. All right, so we have calibrated everything, so we are good to go. Let me just make sure I'm recording. Yes, I'm recording. So what you want to do is hit this unlock button and the motors start to spin, and power up, throttle up, and we are good to go. There you go, hovering. And here's the GPS on off switch. It is on at the moment, and we got GPS hold position here, so that is really nice. So let's see, bring it down a little bit and let's get it angry. Let go and check it out, goes right back to the hold position. Nice. All right, I'm gonna go and turn off the GPS and see what it does. Oh, it is drifting away, but look at that, it is coming to a stationary hold position because of the optical flow sensor, which is awesome. So let me go up in altitude and see how high the optical flow sensor holds position. All right, the wind is blowing a little bit, and look at that, it is holding position still yet. Let me go up in altitude. We go to right there, kind of still holding position, but it's starting to drift. Yeah, it is starting to drift. So the optical hold, or the optical flow sensor hold position, doesn't work very well if you are too high in altitude. So look at that, it's having a hard time even at that altitude. So if I bring it down a little bit, it will work a lot better. So it is intended for indoor purposes. So you got the ultrasonic sensor as well as the optical flow sensor and the barometric pressure sensor to help you keep the quadcopter in relatively holding its position indoors. So if you are outdoors, switch over to the GPS hold mode so you have better position hold even though you are high up. And check it out, we got GPS position hold. All right, so let's go and check it out here. We should be in speed number 1. Yeah, very much similar with the JJRC X11. So just pitch forward and yaw to get a smoother video. We go up in altitude a little bit. And if you roll at the same time, you will tilt the horizon a little bit. So if you want to take steady videos, just use your yaw. Since it is a GPS quadcopter and a video format. But if you want to fly a little bit more sportier, this thing can do so. Right now it is a little jerky because if I let go, it will come to a position hold because of the GPS. So if you turn off the GPS, there you go. I'm flying it without GPS in speed number 1. You can fly a little bit more smoother, I think. You can make smoother turns. And if you let go of the sticks, it will plateau off and still fly for a little bit instead of trying to come to a position hold. Right, so that's with GPS off and in speed number 1. This is not bad. Even a beginner can fly this thing. And if you got GPS turned on, then you don't have to worry about quadcopter flying about or drifting about. And if you are in trouble, just hit the return to home button and it'll come back to where you took off from. So going to speed number 2 now. 2 beeps. And we are still flying it without GPS and in speed number 2. Got a little bit more pitch and a little bit more speed. There's a little bit of a breeze, but not that much today. Not like when I was flying the X11. That was a windier day. Right now it's about 0 to 5 miles per hour. That day was about 5 to 10 plus miles per hour. So look at that, nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna go to GPS hold position. Oh, it is on GPS. No, it became to a hold because of the optical flow sensor, I believe. Yeah, it didn't plateau off. Check it out. Okay, let me go forward a little bit, and we are flying it with non-GPS. Let me let go of the sticks. Okay, now it's just kind of plateauing off. Let me hit the GPS on and it should hold position. All right, so now we are flying it with GPS turned on and in speed number 2. And I'm just yawing to turn. I'm not using my roll. I'm just pitching forward, maintaining a constant pitch and just using the yaw to make my turns. so you get a little bit smoother video, hopefully. There you go. Here's a manual circle me. Just maintain a pitch and do a little bit of a yaw. All right, so one more time, GPS off, speed number 2, and rolling at the same time. And see, you get a really wobbly situation here. Man, this fly is attacking me. So once again, you want to just maintain your pitch and just use your yaw to make your turns. It's a lot better. All right, so turning the GPS back on, and let's do the 1 key to land. So we will get a new home point. Here we go, 1 key to land, and you are able to control its path. And look at that, it comes to a little hover right there. Okay, let's see if it lands right in the middle. There you go, nice little landing there, and the motor's shut off. So now we're gonna leave it right in the middle of the landing pad, and this will be our new home point. Let's see if I'm recording. Yes. All right, let me see if we are recording on here as well, and we are. Yes. All right, so we're gonna take off from here. This is the new registered home point. So when we do the return to home, it should come back and land over here, arming the motors and taking off. GPS position hold. Okay, letting go of the sticks, coming to a hover. Okay, let's hit the return to home. Okay, it's going up in altitude. This thing has 22 minutes of flight time, and that's exactly what I got on the X11, so I expect the same amount of flight time with this one. Okay, right above the home point. Let's see if it lands on the landing pad. Come to hover right about here. Nope. It's just going to come straight down and very close to where it took off from. Coming to a little hover and touchdown, and the motors turn off. All right, put it back in the middle of the landing pad, and let's check out the fail-safe return to home. Arming, taking off, position hold. Okay, letting go of the sticks, coming to a hover and turning off the remote. Should take about 6 seconds to realize no signal, and there you go, less than 6 seconds, and it is on its way home, rising up in altitude and coming back. Okay, let me go ahead and turn it back on, and it will not regain control. You just rebound with the quadcopter and it will carry out its return to home, the fail-safe return to home, until you hit the return to home button once again, and at which time you have regained control of the quadcopter. You are out of the fail-safe return to home. All right, so very nice. Now we have a geofencing, sort of a geofencing. It's not really a geofencing. It is 100 meter in distance and 50 meter in height or altitude. So if we hit low voltage first phase and we are away 100 meters and or above 50 meter in altitude, it will initiate a return to home once the battery gets down to 2 bars on the battery level indicator, and it will sound out audible alarms on your remote control. But if you are within the 100 meters in distance and 50 meter in altitude, it won't do the return to home. You still have control over it, but you will hear the audible alarm and you will still be able to fly about. And then once you hit the second phase of return to home, that is when it will come and return back to its home point. If you are away 15 meters away from yourself, and if you are within the 15 meters, then the quadcopter will land in its spot. So let's do some FPV. First, let me let go of the sticks here. We are in GPS and we are in speed number 2. I'm going to go to speed number 1 and let's check it out. Okay, full pitching and yawing. Oh yeah, there I am. Coming towards me. Making a 180. Going the opposite way. Let's go over to the 100 meter bush, which is right over here. There you go. The bush on the left is the 100 meter bush. The bush on the right, slightly further away. And there's another bush there. That should be about 150 or more. Now we should be about 200 meters away. And we still got good video. Yeah, nice. That road there, that dirt road, is about 350 or 400 meters away. And I'm getting an audible alarm telling me I had a momentary signal loss. And what are those 3 items there? Oops. Those things. Are those like little cars or something? Or bushes? Look like somebody drove right there. And let me take a left turn. And there you go, there I am. So we got pretty good distance with this FPV feed. It's a little turbulent. And there you go, a little bobbing up and down there. And it should be coming towards me. And we are way up there too. Okay. Let me bring it down in altitude just a little bit here. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the GPS and fly it without GPS. So we should be able to fly a little bit smoother. And that's another little bush towards the school area. I'm not sure how far that one is. Turning around. And going towards the 150 meter bush. Yeah, not bad. Still a little bobbing up and down, but I think it's a little bit smoother. Yeah, what are those 3 things? Oop, there's a little bob up and down there. I gotta go check it out. Okay, it should be coming back towards myself, but I've lost video for a little bit, and here I regained it, and there I am. All right, not bad. And it is coming back right here. Pretty good. We still have a pretty good battery life. See, I got 3 bars left. Once it goes to 2 bars, it will initiate the low voltage return to home. So what I want to do is I want to go away from myself beyond the 100 meters and fly around, so we will experience the low voltage return to home. Yeah, pretty nice. Let me go to a little hover, turn on my GPS. So I got position hold and do a little pan. You can do a slower pan, but be very gentle with the yaw. That's my most gentle yaw that I can do. And there I am off in the distance. Camera angle down, so you can look directly underneath and check it out. There's somebody jogging right there. Let me go up, and there you go. There's the person jogging. Now he should be right about in the middle of the screen. Man, it is hot as heck and he's jogging. I gotta give it up to him. Yeah, there's the camera angle. Up. And that is about where I want it, where I can see the propellers just a little bit. And there I am. And there's somebody coming this way? No, that's just a deformation in the road, I guess. Alright. So there I am, coming towards myself. Oh, lost video for a little bit and regained it. Okay, so like I was saying, I want to go away from myself once the first phase of return to home kicks in, the low voltage return to home, that is. So I want to fly away from myself, maintain a little distance. A little bit of jello, and I think that is just a momentary signal loss indication. It's going to do a return to home, guys, and the reason why is because now we are in first phase of low voltage return to home, as indicated by just 2 bars on the quadcopter, and it is coming home, right? So even if I hit the return to home button, I am unable to control it. I'm unable to take control of it. You have to let the low voltage return to home play out, and it is going to come down and it is going to land not that close to the takeoff spot. I am still able to yaw, but I am unable to control it, I don't think. Oh, you are able to control it. Look at that. I was able to kind of maneuver my way back into the landing spot, the landing pad. So you are able to still control its descent, but it will come and land itself. It will carry it all the way out. All right, so the remote control is beeping. Just like that. But we are in between first and the second phase of low voltage, so we are still able to fly. So if you were within 100 meters in distance and 50 meters in altitude, you will just get an audible alarm and not the actual low voltage return to home process or the procedure. So we are still able to fly around. Oh, there's a car. So now once you have reached even lower battery level and it hits the single bar, then it will initiate the low voltage return to home again, which is the second phase. Now if you are within 100 meters and within 50 meters in altitude, but it has just initiated the second phase of low voltage, and at which time it is returning home. But if you were within 15 meters away from you, it will just come and land itself wherever it is. So now we are witnessing the second phase of low voltage return to home, and it should land where it took off from, but I think it's going to miss it a little bit. There you go. Yeah, peace of mind. It comes back to you. So even a beginner can fly this thing. And there you go. Oh, I am also able to kind of direct its path while it's coming down on the second phase too, to where you want to land, but it will carry out the return to home. And there you go. That is the flight time of the MJX B4W.